Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That cheat code offense.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They complete it to Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson.
It's Hill, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
At the 28-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Hill going to go in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
First down, Baltimore.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson now. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Dancing to his left. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Tua going to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 now, 3rd and goal. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Throw over to the running back, Gus Edwards. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A loss of 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 29.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. And
now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely,